live evening, the place where you can come to go live, grow live, and thrive live with us. And yes, today it's just me right now because I'm very upset, ladies and gents. I'm so upset because Tina and Jen got to play together IRL in real life this week. They actually got to meet up in Florida. Oh my gosh, you've got to go and have a look at some of their clips that the two of them have done and some of the photos. They are absolutely stunning, and I'm very, very jealous. Next time, Florida, I might have just been asked to speak in Texas, so you never know. Maybe we can go and be IRL. Ladies go live there together. But now I've had that rant. Welcome, everybody, to our Monday show. We're only going to be doing these shows a couple of times a month right now. And because we're in the process of regrowing, rebranding, reworking all of our membership, we're going to have a very special show today, which come the summertime will be slightly different. Today, I have an amazing guest. She was known as the tech goddess in a different life. She spent over 20 years as a tech head, but turning that tech head to connect heads with people who didn't know about tech, who were normal people. Muggins here. And today we're going to be chatting about chatbots, messenger bots, bots. What are they? Why are they? Why is now the time that we should all be using them to go live and grow our live audiences? So please say hello down below. Let me just go and have a quick look before I bring her on. And oh, look, here we go already. Tina and Jen, they're in the Ladies Go Live thing saying, we missed you terribly. Thank you very much to those two. And Tina's also saying, when we talk about bots, the live chat via messenger bots from your website. Oh, here's RJ's link. Yay, we've got that already at Blackbelt Bots. So having put that in there, let's bring her on. Drum roll, RJ Redden.
Hello.
Hey, RJ.
How are you?
Oh, I'm feeling much better because I can go to them. Nah, you may have met each other, but I've got RJ. Nah. Yabby sucks, folks.
Jealousy will abound.
COC, collaborate over compete. I mustn't create a competition of jealousy of those two. I really mustn't. But hey, RJ, thank you so much for joining us today. And we've already got Tina K is saying woohoo and hello to us there. We've got Teresa Jakowski, I hope I'm saying that right, Teresa, saying, hey, RJ. Bob Ireland is saying hello. So we've already got lots of people on the show wanting to chat with you. So, RJ, let's hear a bit more. I kind of touched on you're the connection head. Tell us a bit more about your story and what's led you to be here today as the chatbot Blackbelt Bots ninja that you are.
Well, I would love to. So, as you said, I've been helping people with technology for a long, long time. I seem to be that person who is able to connect with technology and tech people and then translate it into a language that everyone can understand. And so I've been helping people with technology forever, building websites, doing kind of, whatever people needed for a long time. About let's see, 10 months ago, I think it was last June, that I followed a friend of mine into a group because she had been talking about bots, and I'm like, what's this thing? It's technology. I need to know about it clearly. It took me about 2 weeks to decide that all I wanted to do was Facebook Messenger bots because of how fabulous they are at connecting people. Because of how multi-talented they are, I switched it all to messenger bots, and I am so glad that I did that. I'll never look back. This has been so good to me.
So, Archie, tell us first of all, what exactly, like as I said, the non-tech head here, though I try, and I have a very techie partner, a very techie husband in the house. Tell us, what is a chatbot or a bot, and what's the difference between different bots that we see, whether it be here in Facebook or, as you were saying, the different places where you can find it? I know in some of your videos you tell us about that.
Oh, absolutely. So first of all, you may have heard about bots in many, many different contexts. People, if there's any sort of automatic part to it, people tend to call it a bot and move on. That is not what I'm talking about. The bots that I build have nothing to do with Russia, no Twitter involvement whatsoever. The bots
and it's definitely not this one either.
It's not that one, but I use that play on words all the time because it makes me laugh. Honestly, that's why I do it. But the bots that I build are chat bots that are focused in Facebook Messenger. And all a chatbot is a conversation on steroids. So, Lottie Hearn, question for you. How many networking events have you been to in your life?
Oh, lost count. As a speaker, I have totally lost count, but I would say a minimum of between 6 to 20 in a month.
Okay, perfect. That is a lot of time standing around with a drink, asking people and being asked the same 7 questions. During those 7 questions, you figure out whether you want to have a further conversation and develop a relationship with that person, or if they're going to go in your business card pile and possibly on your email list if you get that far. So, and then probably 2 out of 10. Yeah, baby, I got my pile myself. I can't reach it, but I have my pile right here.
The box kind of goes on and on and on and on and on. It's like a couple of meters long, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, and everybody who's going into business with themselves needs to do that. They need to have a lot of conversations with people. Probably about 2 out of 10 of those conversations, you're like, this is going to be a relationship. Don't know if it's going to be a collaborator, a referral, or somebody that might actually want to do business with me. Don't know what relationship it's going to be, but I'm going to file this person away. Okay, that's the situation today. Then you kind of refresh your drink, move on to the next person, and there you go. What if you could have all of those conversations at the same time? What if you could have that conversation with as many people who wanted to talk to you at once? Yeah, you can't do that as a human being because you're a human being and only so many threads of incoming conversation can you answer. But with a bot, you can have as many conversations as you want. Whenever time someone wants to talk to you, and you can filter out who are those 2 out of every 10 people that are going to be really ripe for a relationship. Bots.
So what? But RJ, quick question on that one then.
Yes.
Because I would normally in the past have simply emailed somebody.
Yeah.
Rather than using a bot, but I'm starting to use Facebook Messenger because for LadiesGoLive, that's where our community is, and I'm growing that. And also even in LinkedIn, a lot of the men that I would talk to would be in LinkedIn. So I've basically got 2 places I go to for business, and I'm kind of going email, schmeemail. You've got a lovely quote in one of your videos about why chatbots and messenger bots can be so much more powerful than email.
Absolutely. So because email is where we go to look at work. It's where we go to work. Facebook Messenger is what we pick up when we want to talk to somebody we care about. It is all about being a business that someone cares to talk to, creating a conversation space where people feel heard and they feel valued. And giving them some valuable information there. It is, 20 years ago when I took a marketing class, Lottie, they were all talking about the customer's head, the customer, right? That's all we thought about was how to get more customers. The customer's head is like inside of a black box and nobody really knows what goes on there. And marketing is basically guessing where you can get people's attention right before they make a decision on who they're going to buy. okay, listen, the internet has changed things vastly. Thank you, internet. And it has made it now a place where I can connect with all different sorts of people. Instead of trying to guess what's inside a black box, I can ask people what they're thinking. When they tell me, I can figure out, you know, what is this person going to consider most valuable? Do I have anything to give to them? And I can give them the messages that are tailored right toward what they're interested in. You have vastly more choices today. And there's a vastly better choice. We were talking about this before the show. There's a vastly better choice than just thinking of everybody as potential customers. People aren't transactions. Facebook Messenger doesn't treat people as a potential transaction anymore. It's not a blast out to 1 billion people hoping that somebody trickles back and hears your message. It's targeted messages toward what people actually want to hear about and giving people value on a regular basis. And it so ties in with live streaming.
Yeah, and I think because that's what I was going to say to you is I've just the lower third here, the power of Facebook Messenger. My next question was going to be why Facebook right now, but you've actually preempted. Gosh, I love it when guests that you have on preempt exactly what it is that you're going to ask. So let me just check my notes down here, people. Is one of the things that I heard in one of your videos, which kind of fits in with everything we're talking about Ladies Go Live, and things that I talk about, the confidence on camera side of things, is the old thing, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And what we've learned and what live streamers, I think our whole community we've learned, is that and care about. So there was a lovely quote in YouTube. I'm just going to post up for everybody, folks, where you can find RJ's YouTube. Actually, that's in the link below. I think if we can, when she's chatting next, I'll tag that. But you can connect with RJ at Blackbelt Bots. On YouTube, you can find her at RJ Redden. That's REDDEN. And obviously, you find all of her information at Blackbeltbots.com. But one of the things that you were saying in the video is that the actual quote is that we talk with people we care about, but that Facebook Messenger and the Messenger bots allow that immediate conversation rather than having to go through email. So what do you actually mean by talk to people you care about immediately? Because I know you do a very, very clever thing with your website, which I'm sure people are going to go, oh, when they hear about this.
Oh, it's beautiful. So getting into that conversation, first of all, a little follow-up on why Facebook Messenger. If you were to Google at any time, top 10 apps that people actually spend time with on their phone, Facebook Messenger is always number 2 or 3. That symbol has kind of engendered a little bit of recognizable, a little bit of trust with us. It's okay, I'm going to talk to somebody I care about now. So being a business that someone cares about is really important when writing your bot. But that immediate connection that comes with that trust. Your phone buzzes, you look at that symbol, and boom, it immediately adds to that know, like, trust factor. Plus, if you have something that talks to people right through the website, you mentioned it before, I have it on blackbeltbots.com. When was the last time somebody actually contacted you through your contact page?
long time ago, I think. Okay. And I think actually, RJ, I've got a list of people in I think it goes into a clutter folder or a junk folder of my info at pressplaypresentations.com. I think I've got hundreds of those that I've never done anything about because I'm kind of like, I haven't really got anything to share with you here in emails. Just come and see the Facebook page. Exactly.
The website has become, it's become sort of the validation check of the world. Is this person really for real? And, can I get more information? It's an online brochure nowadays, right? But I have something on my website that allows me to put a messenger symbol in the lower right-hand corner. When people click on it, they can start chatting immediately with me. Now, right now, if you go there, I'm online, but my chatbot's going to talk back to you. And if you have a question for me, what it does is it alerts me in the background. RJ, somebody has a question, go and answer it as soon as you can. And so when I'm off the live stream, I can go answer questions and take that conversation to a one-to-one.
I love it. I'm trying, while you're chatting, I'm trying to do a screenshot for everybody, RJ. But
oh, so you want me to talk more? I will always be able to talk more, Lottie. That is not a problem.
I'll try and get a screenshot and share that out, because the other thing, folks, is go and have a look at RJ's Blackbeltbots.com. You'll see what she means is down in this little corner here. It looks like a Facebook Messenger. It's got the little lightning thing in there. And you get to see RJ's gorgeous cartoons, her ninja cartoons. Why the ninjas? What was the interest with the ninjas, RJ?
The ninjas are irresistibly cute. You know, becoming a black belt in something means that you're a master. It means that people come to you for advice. Sometimes my clients say, hey, RJ, build me a bot. Sometimes my clients say, RJ, I want you to teach me how to build a bot. When that happens, I get to teach you how to be a master of the information. No longer are you caught behind the 8 ball of what's happening now. You know how to handle situations, and that is the dojo. That is where we go to learn. So yeah, I love the ninjas. They've been a part of my branding forever, and they're irresistible. That's what I know about that.
I love it. I love the little cartoon one where you're walking down the street. I love that one as well. Okay, RJ, before we go into, because I do want to pick your brains, and I've got a here. See, I can't even talk today, folks. I've been doing too many live streams to try and connect people around the world, speakers around the world. But talking of connections, what I'd love in a moment, just before we find out, questions that you have for RJ, please pop them down below, because remember, we've only got 30, 40 minutes for the whole show today. If I have to dash off to speak at this event tonight, Tina might jump in for a little bit with you. But this is the difference between what we're going to be doing now, is that come the summer, what I would be doing with RJ, I would be taking RJ off into our secret members club, into our group, and getting our members to ask their questions. So this is why come the summer, when we reopen our membership again, it's going to be worth, because when we have our experts, that's going to be the time that you'd be able to go, RJ, I've got this. I want to do this with a bot. How do I do it? If she was kind enough to stay with us. So let's just do some hellos. And while we're doing that, RJ, you can think of, could you give us, in a moment after the hellos, 3 top ways that we should, for non-tech nerds, be using messenger bots in Facebook today?
Got it.
While you're thinking, I'm just going to check. Tina's just saying, I can see it now. Build a bot workshop. Oh, yeah, because she's saying that bots are immediate and 24/7. Jen is in the room. Hey, great gal. This is a great session to listen in on. So she's obviously out and about, but listening and saying, hey, welcome, Jenny. That means that Jenny Mustafa is in the room. Hey, Jenny. Another beautiful live stream lady who's been around since the days of Blab. And Gail's here listening at work. Fantastic, Gail. I hope it's giving you some tips here. And Barb Island. Yes, sure could. Oh, I think that's a conversation with Jen that's going on. Could you use it for business, maybe? Thinking about how she could use bots. So Jen's actually asking, thank you, Jen, for doing this, by the way, because as anybody who live streams using third-party tools, you know that trying to be the host, stream the most, get all the questions answered can be one of the tricky things to do. So thank you, ladies. And this is why it's always good to have partners in crime. And I know one of your partners in crime is the wonderful Stephen Healy, RJ, that you love going live with. So how did you connect with Stephen? And then we'll go into 3 top tips.
You mentioned the great Blab, the dearly departed. Yeah, Stephen and I got connected on Blab many moons ago. And when I kind of always caught his live streams or whatever. But when I started doing these things with bots, it connected so much with live streaming that I just started stalking him online and appearing on his show a lot. And then I eventually just asked him to do a show with me. And so we do a show in the BeLive group on Wednesdays, actually. I love that guy. He is so my style.
But it's also, this is part of it that we were talking beforehand, RJ, the fact that different people are different styles. I know because of my acting background, because of what I do and how I coach people, I can be way big out there energy when I need to be there and having great fun. But then if I'm with somebody who is a slightly lower energy, wants to speak slower, I know how to adapt that style. And I think this is one of the nice things that you could use chatbots for, because as you said, it's helping people know with a chat, a conversation, and you can get to see their chat style and do they take time to respond? Are they go, 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 go? So what's one way that you can help recognize somebody's style of how to interact with them? And then we can go on to maybe the 3 top reasons we should be using and how we should be using Facebook Messenger bots for growing our lives and growing our business.
So the question is how to recognize and adapt to somebody else's somebody else's style, or maybe what they want to know. So for me, when I create bots, every time I create sequences or things like that, think of it like this. Think of it as a great big house, a fraternity house that or a sorority house that you're having a party at. The intro sequence is basically your front door, but there are probably a lot of other entrances into this house. And so for me, when I'm speaking in front of a group, I will give them a certain link, which is a way to get into the house. When I am doing other things, such as there's a link in my email as well, that brings people a certain way into the bot. So I have all of these different types of entrances that when I'm talking with somebody, I start to figure out, what would be the best way. And then I will simply give them that front door into my house. And once they get into the bot, how I start figuring out what they want to know is I start asking them questions and listening to those answers. At what stage in the bot building process? Sometimes people have already built a bot and they call me and they say, fix this thing. It is not working. Sometimes people come to me and they're like, what's a bot again? So, adapting for everybody's education level. And this is something that it's easy to teach people how to do. You ask the right questions, and then all of a sudden you can point them toward information that's valuable to them at their stage. You're matching their knowledge level. You're matching their interest level. That's a very important thing. Some people subscribe to my bot and all they want is a little ping when I go live. That's all they want. They don't want any of the rest of the stuff right now. They're just kind of learning about stuff and they prefer to do that in a kind of a spoonful type of manner. Perfect. Some people want everything. Some people want the whole shebang of RJ. Those poor people, I don't even understand. But some people want a whole lot more. And so the system, you're able to adjust that to make it so that people get what they want. It's a choose your own adventure. A bot that is so different than everything else out there, marketing wise, that you can do. You can really focus in a way you can't focus in other realms.
So RJ, just on that one, sorry, let me just hide my name off here. Because you were talking about the bots and the messenger bots. My immediate question is, but what bots? Like, how do I set this up? Where do I go to find one? What are the bots called?
Yes. So I'll give you a sense of the process. So there is a place called ManyChat.com. I build all of my bots there. Chatbot, there are several different platforms There are several different builders out there, just like there are a ton of website builders, right? So when I started doing bots full time, I did a little, I looked at all of the other different systems out there. The two big competitors right at this moment are a place called ChatFuel and a place called ManyChat. I chose ManyChat over ChatFuel. ChatFuel does a lot of really interesting things, but I want my clients to be able to learn what they're doing because, as I said, some people just want to learn it and go off and do their thing. Some people want me to do it for them. I want to be able to share what I'm doing with somebody and teach them what I'm doing. And ManyChat is the most user-friendly platform out there. It is much more user-friendly. If you don't know any technology at all, it's much more user-friendly than ChatFuel. In fact, I would say if you can edit a PowerPoint presentation, you can build a bot in ManyChat.
And then what's the process then? So you go to ManyChat.com, you sign up. What happens next then? Because I'm looking at BeLive and going, I'm seeing these lovely, or from your show, seeing these lovely messages. I want to watch live. I want to catch the replay. I want to join in. Or simply just to send a message to somebody. How do you kind of set up? Where do you start with doing all of this? Because I know I'm leaping ahead when I need to just go, whoa, first step. What's the first step if we were going to go into ManyChat, RJ?
So if you are a person who has a live stream show or are thinking about starting one thing that you can do to build your audience is to have people subscribe to what I call reminders. Those are 15 minutes before the show. Imagine this. Lottie, you probably have this problem worse than anyone in the world. You probably have a lot of live streamers you watch, correct? Like all the time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Until I'm on content creation mode. When I'm in content creation mode, I'll step back and I'll stop watching. But because of our Ladies Go Live 30 challenge, we've got a lot of members. Me, Tina, and Jen always want to be watching other people. And talking of which, I can see Tina is down below patiently waiting. So, and I'm looking at the time going, I've got to head off soon. But yes, please carry on with your story. And I'm going to throw Tina in here and I'll jump out to get my lippy on and change my trousers before I have to go. So carry on.
So, you're probably supporting other people, watching other people to see what's going on, all of those things. Totally, totally great. It is so much easier to catch people's lives when you get a little reminder in Facebook Messenger with a link to go watch it right now or to catch the replay. Because there are a lot of lives that I want to catch, but I'm working, I've got stuff going on, people call me, I miss, and I forget when things are. So getting people to watch through that reminder is so much stronger than just saying, hey, my show's on 1:00 Central Time, Tuesday and Thursday. People who want to watch will miss that because they've got other stuff going on. But if they've got a little link that comes to them in Messenger 15 minutes before the show, if they're free, they usually watch. And if not, they are hitting watch the replay. And so a lot more, it's a much easier way to get people to get butts in the seat, shall we say. And we'll just say that because we're on Ladies Go Live and we can just say those things. But yeah, so how to do that is you set up what's called a growth tool in ManyChat. It is the Facebook comments growth tool. What you can do there is set it up so that it recognizes certain keywords in the comments of a post. If you were to go to any of my Black Belt Bots live broadcasts right now, you'll see that the last 20 or so have that. You can type live in the comments, and Spinning Dragon, my chatbot, will subscribe you to my reminders. And so people will type live, and then that's how you do that, is the Facebook comments growth tool. And then you just have a little sequence set up saying, hey, great, you're subscribed. This is awesome. You'll get a reminder 15 minutes before the show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then you set up a reminder with the show card and a little bit about what the show's going to be about every time. The It's the greatest thing. You can set that up without too much darn trouble. Once you've done it once, it's like riding a bike. It's pretty easy to do after that. Let me tell you why, though. Let me tell you why Lottie Hearn to do something like this. Because when people hit watch the replay or join me live, I can see who's clicked that button, and I can come back and have a conversation with you about the show. I can see who watches the show regularly. I can see who watches particular shows. And then I can go back and have a little conversation with them. How did you like the show today? Is there anything that you'd like me to cover on my shows that I haven't? Hey, just wanted to stop in and appreciate you for supporting my live stream because I love it and I'm here for you. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Things like that. Listen, you engage your listeners with your live stream. What about the 167 other hours a week?
Yeah, when it's just the replays, people are watching, catching your replays. And thank you to anybody who's watching the replays right now. Please, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we might have messenger bots and chat bots coming in from Ladies Go Live. Oh, Jen, I'm not going to promise it yet, I promise. But I'm going to bring Tina on and see what Tina thinks about it too. Tina's in the room. Hey, Tina.
Hey, good evening, Lottie. Good afternoon, RJ.
Hello, darling.
My question, RJ, is you have a huge technological background. Why are you so passionate about bots?
I will tell you this. When live streaming came out, I was completely blown away with Blab. All right. This was like, I got hooked onto Blab through a LinkedIn post. Somebody had posted one of their Blabs and I'm watching it and I'm like, this is amazing right now. Look, I am actually talking to people instead of reading a wall of text and trying to connect with someone. This is amazing. People can ask you questions. You can answer questions. You can develop relationships. You can go and visit people and like leave Lottie totally out of it because she's, away in the UK. You can do so many.
And while I'm trying to move the screens around here so that we can see you a little bit better, and I can't work out which way around to do it. I've got Tina big. I've got me big. Let's just get you in the middle. We'll have you as a Ladies Go Live sandwich, RJ.
I love it. This is I'm at my personal best.
I tell you what, ladies. Thank you. I'm going to say thank you, and I'm going to leave Tina and you chatting for the next 5-10 minutes until I have to run out of the door, ladies. So please pop your questions down below. If we don't get to answer them today, then we can have a chat session via Messenger with the amazing Black Belt Mastermind, with our Ladies Go Live Black Belt chatbot messenger guru, connecting the world, connecting the tech heads with real people like us. So I'm going to jump out and I'll see you in a second to say au revoir.
Okay. So RJ, I have a question. I did set up a bot and I forgot all about it on my extraordinary photography page. How often do you need to update your bot through ManyChat? I believe that's how I did it. Is this something that you need to update consistently, or you set it and forget it? What are the options there?
Okay, so my saying is this: if you want to set it and forget it, forget it. This is a rough road. No, you're fine. Listen, if you have set it and forgotten it, you can always pick it up. You are fine. But for me, no matter if you are a Build It For Me client or if you are a client that wants me to teach them, or even if you just buy my templates, I make you promise that every day for 20 minutes, that you will sit on your bot with a cup of coffee, answer people's questions, water's good too. Tea sometimes is a favorite beverage. Anyway, that you will connect with people in your bot and look at what your bot is doing, see if there's any place it could be better. One of the things that ManyChat gives you, and because you've been in there, is you get amazing information on who is clicking on what. Now I'm not getting like personal information. I'm getting like, okay, what are the people's path through this thing? And I'm getting a really coherent picture of what people want and what people are doing. So with that picture, then you're able to extend, you're able to say, you know what, I could make this intro sequence a little better. I could make this subscribing process a little bit easier. I can make this a better thing for people. One thing that is hard for people, I think, sometimes to think about is, you know, are you opening a relationship or are you closing a sale? For me, if you're opening a relationship, relationships take regular contact. Nurturing, little love, little water, right? And so for me, I have people think about it as nurturing a community, broadcasting every once in a while. Like I try to do once a week, just to check in with folks if I'm, you know, like an overall broadcast and not just a personal one. But bots need care. Bots need love. They're bleeding edge technology. They are, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are people out there who are like, hey, pay me $3,000 and I'll, you know, because I'm an expert and I've been invited to speak. Yeah, sweetie, they're, you know, they haven't even, there are people that still haven't even heard of them, much less, you know, that kind of stuff. So, for me, 20 minutes a day, it's just like social media. It becomes another place that you check, that you look at, you listen to people, have conversations, and create a good experience with them. Make yourself a business they care about talking to.
So that's one thing I do with, I think we lost sound.
Did we lose sound?
Gotcha. That's one thing I do with the women's luncheon that I run every month that Jen came to last Thursday is talk about creating that relationship. Not, hello, my name is, I sell this, and, you know, sell. Create that relationship, and people are going to want to do business with you. And I think you touched on a very key factor. You can do that through bots. You can nurture through that series of messages that people are getting 24/7 while you're sleeping.
Yeah. And here's the deal. You know how important video is, Tina, because, you know, you use it a lot. People bond with you through video. You can put video in a bot. You can put audio in a bot. You can put images. You can put GIFs. You can put so many things in there. It's not just about text. And so when it comes to people bonding with me and with who I am, it's very, very easy to put all of that kind of material in a bot. And then, you know, by the time people get to a phone call with me, I'm not making a sale at all. People will say, how much is it? And I will say, it's this much, and we'll get a PayPal link going. But that's the smallest part of the conversation. Usually by the time people get on a phone call, they're ready to go. And for me, I'm a shy person. I don't know if you knew this, Tina. I'm a little bit shy in person. Like live stream, I will light it up. But like in person, I'm a person who doesn't always like to approach people about money. And I don't know if there's anybody else out there like this, but having that very personal connection with a bot, having a place where somebody can one-on-one ask you questions and get answers and not have to deal with all of, you know, the public knowing that you had that question or whatever, it creates a bond. And that's the kind of bond that I want to have with my customers. I don't want to have 1 billion people watch my live stream. I want to have 200 to 400 people that are engaged, that are learning, that are getting something valuable, because that's how much one RJ can serve. And that's how much, you know, that's how much room, the room that there is. So creating an engaged audience, one conversation at a time, that's what bots are really, really good at.
Wonderful. And RJ, I know it's very affordable. People like you touched upon, oh, it's, you know, somebody saying, oh, it's $3,000. What is the range that someone could expect to pay for the range of your services? Like you said, sometimes people just want to be shown, walk me through. I have one dog that's pawing my leg and the other one behind me. That's why I keep putting down. Some people just want to be guided through how to do it. And some people are like, just take it over. So what is the range? Because I know it's less than people think.
It is less than people think. Now, if you are a geek, if you are a person who loves to explore technology, you can, in fact, do this all by yourself for $10 a month.
$10, as we say in Boca. $10.
You don't even need me. If you are a person who loves to explore technology and wants to figure out what all of this is about, go to ManyChat.com right now and sign up for an account. That's all you need to do. If you want someone who has been there to help you along, I also have templates that people can. There's some free templates, and then I have some templates that cost about $100. It's a great value. It's a template, but it also gives you steps on how to use it and how to launch it and all of those other things. And then I also have collaborations, is what I call them, where I walk you through the process of how do you build things, and you've got stuff to do every week, and we talk about your questions, and we get to know what are your pain points, what are you trying to solve here. That's my most enjoyable awesomeness right there, is the collaboration, because they're not business owners anymore when they get to that point. They're friends of mine, and in my life and in my community, and people I care about. And then of course we have also the Do It For You service. That service is more expensive. If you're a busy person and you'd like to hand it to me and have me build it and maintain it for you, that starts at about $1,000, and it takes a little while, usually about 60 days proper. If you want it sped up, then we do that. But yeah, a lot of people too right now are, if you do go to ManyChat.com right now and you try to connect a page, if you already have a page connected, great. Like you're totally fine. But if you try to connect a page, Facebook has put a temporary hold on that. That's going to be up for a little while. If you want to become my client, I got a workaround. So don't worry too much about it. I incubate people's bots all the time on my page. In fact, that's how I prefer to do it. So yeah, it can cost you $0. But yeah, it can, $0, but a whole lot of work on your part, or money on your part, not a whole lot of work on your part, and all the range in between. That's what I offer.
Well, I have a new little statue on my desk. If Lottie will flip me back, I will share him with you. And he's staring up at me all the time now. Time is money. How much time do you really have to learn how to do this when you have a genius right in front of you that, like she said, can cut through the workarounds and get you up and mobile? I don't know about you, but my time is limited, and I do require at least 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night. And I got this guy staring at me constantly right here in front of me to remind me time is money. So instead of watching that cat video or baby goats, either spend 20 minutes a day on nurturing your bot, or get in touch with RJ and cut through and maximize your time. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of things as a photographer I do better when I'm out capturing pictures. Not doing this tech stuff is not the best use of my time and energy. And that's one thing we really try to do on Ladies Go Live, is help you maximize your resources. And I think, RJ, you've given us so many great tips. Thank you so much today for everything.
Oh, so fun. Oh, so fun. And now we get to see Lottie in her to go.
I'm back. I've got my fluffies on. I've got my daffodil day for the Irish Cancer Society on, and I've got to go off. The taxi apparently is waiting outside. So I'm terribly sorry to jump back in here, Tina, and shut you ladies down. Because I've been listening. I've been listening in the background and just going, I need RJ. I shall be contacting you once I've been off on this speaking tour around the place. And I want to say thank you to everybody. Tina, I'll just have a quick look down below. Lynn and Jen and Bob and lots of other people who've been watching with us here. Bob's got one question. How easy? Oh, I think you covered it, actually. How easy will this be to set up? Can you use it on many Facebook pages? And I think you answered that already, didn't you, RJ?
Yeah. The rule is one bot per Facebook page. So if you've got lots of different pages, then you'll have different accounts connected in ManyChat. But per bot, many sequences. So talk to me, Barb. Let's get together and chat and talk about how to do that, because it is pretty easy to set up.
Building the connections. And Tina, we probably need to chat, and Jen, we probably need to chat with RJ, because we're using some bots through 22 Social. I don't know if you know anything about 22 Social and connecting those bots. Can we use that and ManyChat? So we'll have many chats about the chat bots and connections, and send lots of love to everybody. Big shout outs, Tina. Thank you for jumping in so I could get changed. And thank you, RJ, for chatting today. And Tina, what's up next for Ladies Go Live, the next show? 2 weeks' time, isn't it?
Whatever you say.
Yeah, okay. I think it's 2 weeks' time, folks. I think I may even be in Singapore, so keep an eye out anyway. And I think maybe, RJ, by then we can have had Ladies Go Live chat, ManyChat or chatbot set up.
Yes.
Do you think?
Easy. Absolutely.
This is why connections are so great with Facebook. And we will see you very soon at Ladies Go Live. Remember, if you don't go live, you have no time to grow live and thrive with what you do and help others around the world. So see you, Jen. See you, Tina. See you, RJ. Chat to you soon, everyone.